Hey, we back at it with another episode of Motivational Shit Podcast. Let's get it. Hey, man. Happy Sunday. Happy motivating Sunday to everybody out there, man. Subscribe to the Vibe, Motivational Shit Podcast. Subscribe to the Vibe of Yale Entertainment, Yale Radio Cast, man. We got Dylan Yale. He's going to be a part of this episode.
I keep on telling my brother over here, my young brother Wayne, that it's very hard for me to turn on this motivational thing. You know what I'm saying, Wayne? Like I'm a talker, and I really have no control at times at what comes out of my mouth. But I had a brother tell me a couple of weeks ago, maybe 3 weeks ago, about 3 weeks ago, hey, man, you're too opinionated for real. You gotta work on that. I'm working on it. I'm working on it.
Who's that brother?
He's a doctor these days.
He is a doctor, and you know what? Because of him being a doctor and such an influential figure in the city of Atlanta, I prepared this intro speech for him.
Okay. Well, this man, look at it. Put them all.
Okay.
What did he say?
There are legends about men who make great changes through the power of redemption. And there is a man that I know who God has given him a second chance. When this man was at his lowest point, he used the power of his imagination to visualize what he will be doing once he is free. And this man is doing everything on that list, motivating, elevating, and facilitating growth to the youth, to the kids, to the people of Atlanta. And today on Motivational Shit, let's discover the legend, the man behind the trap. Hey, let's get it, man. Hey, man, let's give it up to Travis. Hey.
Thank you. It's an honor to be back.
Once again, brother.
Yes, sir. Different show.
Yeah, you're a part of the family now.
Yes. I see.
I don't even think it's an interview, Wayne. This is brother joining us once again.
Yes.
Hey, I knew I was family when you invited me to your birthday party. I said, what? Okay.
Yeah, I want to try to pull up, man. He pulled up the all white. Hey,
all white looking clean now.
Look clean. I got a little jealous because shit, once he walked in the room, all the eyes got on him. Hold up, it's my birthday.
Oh yeah.
Y'all attention this way.
Well, that's what happens. With Trap.
The legend is here.
Well, hey man, that's what happens when Trap is here. The same thing happened at the Mayor Khalif and Young Drove.
Yeah.
You know. Yeah, man.
Hey,
Trap,
man. That's that anointing, man. That's that oil.
It's the oil.
Yeah, that's that oil, man. That's that anointing.
Yeah, I see that.
Yeah.
I see that, man. Man, hey, we got Travis here, man. That's
I gotta say, man, Trap. I gotta say, brother, Wayne been very adamant about getting you here.
Yeah, I'd say, Wayne, my calendar is calendaring for real. I said, Wayne, we have to move the time, but I'm coming, buddy.
Yeah.
And I'm here.
How does it feel, though, bro, to be so busy these days? Like,
I've been busy all my life.
Okay.
Oh.
And, whether it be sports, whether it be the drug game, the dog game, college, football class, girl, and prison, barbershop, Bible study, prayer, school, class, law library. I've been busy. Come home, barbershop and boys, personal training, bodyguard. I've been busy. Construction, working, driving, state to state. I've been busy, so it's just a part of me.
It's a part of you.
How do you stay not tired?
Yeah,
that's for real.
That's what we need to learn. Well, when you're doing what you're born to do, it's like a lion. That's what they do. They walk around the jungle looking for their next prey. you know, and they're like, come on, man, this is what I do. I'm looking for my next victory, my next Goliath, you know.
Okay. Okay.
Mm.
All right.
I fiend for it. I can't sleep. I'm
I
like
hear
waiting on Friday to come around, Saturday, them lights to come on. We want to get back
Yeah.
on that field, that gridiron, you know.
Shout out to Jonah Sanders on the stream.
Hey.
Salute for the love for the Black Genius Academy.
Absolutely.
definitely.
I just partnered with that organization. We'll be offering tutoring services, different packages from K through 12. Some we're getting ready to go into the HBCUs. We're offering all kind of programs for even parents with autism, fatherhood, coding for kids, man, gang awareness. We
Yeah.
just finna take over our community and enlighten everybody that wants to be in the know.
No,
Yeah.
and yo, that's see, yo, on motivational shit, man, we like to highlight the motivational shit that people do.
Yeah.
And Travis does extremely motivational stuff. Many,
Man,
man.
when you gotta, and you know, it has a law firm as well, and to have the whole component of the wraparound service right at my fingertips to point these families into the rooms where they can get exactly what they need for exactly what they're going through. It just puts me on a whole nother level of understanding and being that which our community needs. So many people get dollars to throw and to throw at us and to spend on us, but not with us.
Yeah.
My dollars are being
yeah.
spent with us. My connection, my relationships are being spent with us,
Yeah.
not on us.
With us. That's a big
We
difference.
just gave out over 100,000 book bags, but probably 3,000 were clear. So we just wasted money in our community that could have went towards some groceries for these kids in these rundown neighborhoods and communities with food deserts, where we could have put some groceries in instead of trying to have a photo op and get them some book bags, take a picture with.
Oh,
Wow. Wow.
Come on, man.
Yo, that's amazing, man. That's motivational.
Question. With the numerous of groups that you have partnered with, right?
Mhm.
What's the vetting process?
The vetting process
Yes.
is the what their agenda, the target audience, and the issue at hand. Like when I'm partnering with Impact, and their focus is to get ex offenders registered to vote and get them the essentials that they need and the skill set to become entrepreneurs back in homes with their kids or even their own home, and get them the mental guidance that they need to be able to handle conflict situations at work with amicable resolutions so both parties can walk away at peace. And going into jailhouses and getting the people that are sitting waiting for trial, not convicted, the absentee ballot. Right is right.
You know, taking someone else under your wings, being able to spread your influences. This is what manhood really is. Not all that women's no. This is what manhood really is. You know,
Be careful.
being an asset to the community. It is. No. I'm saying
I'm with you.
this is what masculinity is.
I'm with you. I think the thing is when we start talking about masculinity in this era, being that they have created such a social divide in different lanes that once you talk about masculinity, is almost you can't. You're not going to tell me being masculine is toxic. I said this on the mirror a few weeks ago.
Yes.
Don't masculinity is not toxic. If anything, not being able to control your emotions ain't even about being masculine. So I don't like to associate the word toxic masculinity. How much conversation do you have to have about masculinity as a man of your, I think with you, you have a high level of appreciation because of how you carry yourself as a man, not just being a man.
Yeah.
You know,
when I show up, they already know it's a man in the building.
Exactly.
And that's the
exactly.
Yeah.
So how do you translate in this day and age? Like, I want to be able to be me, and I want to teach the next young man how to carry himself like me.
It's not so much like me,
or similar of a ilk of manliness.
Yeah, for sure. Well, I just want them to be emotionally transparent with themselves, and emotions have no gender.
Yeah,
just like love.
Yes.
So when I take that out of the equation, I'm able to. I just launched my first unisex mentor program with Price Middle School, partnering with Be a Blessing nonprofit, and together we're going in having a co-ed class because they need the same things. And for me, it's only right, it's only fair, but the men and the women gonna separate themselves from the girls and the boys. Bottom line.
Mm, mm. I like that. Yeah, yeah.
Bottom line.
What? Travis, like what? Okay, so you was in prison, and that's where you had your moment of redemption. That's when you That's when you decided to elevate yourself and go in a whole nother new direction. When you got out and when you got started, what was the biggest challenge?
Fatherhood. Being a
Okay.
father with no money. Being present with no funds. And realizing that my kids just wanted to be with me. And the whole thing that I was thinking, I got to be able to buy the joint, I got to be able to get them the new jeans, I got to be able to. My kids just wanted to be with me and soak up the knowledge and information that I had acquired throughout the years of being incarcerated. And for us to come up together from ground zero, for them to see my transformation, for me to witness them go from boys to men, we bonded so much off of pure love and relationship and commitment and availability to one another.
Wow.
Like,
Wow, man. That's
I wasn't gonna let my pocket determine my
of
presence
course.
for
Of
my
course.
children, and even going through the battle of going back and forth with the courts and the kid's mom, and I still showed up on my weekend. Let's go,
Yeah.
you know,
Yeah.
let's go.
Yeah.
You got to show up. You got to
Yes.
show up.
Gotta show up,
Most
man.
definitely. And like I had a big company contact me about doing a collaboration with a music program for the youth, which I'm already pretty much doing with the studios that I deal with. And when they called me, I gave them my credentials, showed them what I had did, and they said, "Well, we're gonna go another direction with that program, Mr. Barber."
Hmm.
I said, "Okay, cool. Y'all can go another direction with that program, knowing how many black kids in the hood want to be a rapper. You're
Yeah.
gonna deny me them funds to put these kids in the studio with a paid engineer and get them, the experience." So I said, "That's cool. I can do it. Y'all ain't gonna give me the money to do it." So I called up Pastor Troy. I called up my boy Fresh, no face, no case. I called my boy Slick for Slick Beats and asked him about studio time, space, engineer, and how many kids can I bring. And they told me, "Man, the door is open. Bring how many you want." And that's when the Atlanta News first got in touch with me about what I'm doing to do the incentives. I don't need them folks' money to serve my kids in my community. It's
That's
still
power.
getting done.
That's
I,
power,
I,
man.
I,
That's power, man.
so the parents don't want to go, so I go in there. I just got on the board with College Park Elementary. Discussing the funding, the programming, and the school's next 2 year trajectory. And I'm a part of that committee to make those decisions. They had an offer about the new TVs that you can go up and slide, move, do what you do, and great invention.
Yes.
And the TV's nice little hefty price. My thing was, I don't want to buy 5 of those TVs for that price. I want to pay one instructor to train 10 kids to create those TVs. We got enough consumers.
Mm. Yo, you right. Yo, consumerism.
Hey man,
We got to be more producers. Exactly. Exactly.
yeah.
You right about that, man. We got enough consumers. Have someone else come and teach the kids how to build, learning a trade. Man.
And my partner, blackgenius.org,
Yeah.
got a coding class. Got a program for the youth.
What's the age limit of the program with the coding, and will it cost the parents any outside expenses?
With my program, it's already covered. One more question partnership
Okay,
gonna cover my
okay, okay,
kids.
okay,
It's like
okay.
a
It's already
frat,
covered.
it's like an organization. It's
Yeah,
like a club. It's
yeah,
like
yeah,
you with me, you
yeah,
ride.
yeah. Okay, okay. Yo, I
Yeah.
got some kids who's into coding.
But
I got
they're starting age 5. My homeboy's son is 6. He's built.
Okay, so they already started.
Yeah, he
Okay.
creating all kind of programs already.
Yeah,
and he knows that it is a tool, not a toy. He's still a kid too.
Yeah.
So it's a difference. That ain't parenting. Okay, so curriculum in the house that the father has implemented, what makes the big difference on the child that you send out into the society, or what you teach them at home, the government at home first.
Exactly. Wow. Okay. Can you give the name? What website?
Blackgenius.org.
Blackgenius.org.
I sent you the information too.
I got you. Yeah, I'm gonna pass it to the kids.
I thought you had hit me with the thing. I forgot I put my peppermint in my water. Like, hold up.
So you expected some coconut water?
Hey, Bill. But no, go ahead. I'm sorry.
But hey, yeah, man, I gotta definitely forward that to the youth that I work with.
So for me, man, like really getting out the mud, having sponsorships from Coca-Cola, Greater Memorial Hospital, Pastor Troy, Shalik Beats, Cartino's Way. It's just the list of organizations and people that are behind me. But once the world catches on, like if I could have got $10 from every head that was in that arena last night, do you know what I could do with that, with a program for just put it in the middle of the city, bring your kids, I don't care nothing about what the background is or who the parents are, bring them here and we finna start something fresh and new. And it ain't gonna be at midnight. It's gonna be at a respectable time where these kids can come in, do what they do, and get ready for school.
Man, it's amazing, bro.
Just $10 from every head last night.
Just $10.
But hey, man,
group economics, everybody pitching in, man.
No excuses. Man.
Yo, I was saying, hey man, Travis be doing more than the churches, man. Hey, Travis be doing more than the churches, man. Hey, man. hey, Travis, I think your next career move is being a pastor, man. Because people need to come to your church because you actually get stuff done and you do it, and it gets done.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? These kids coming from the background that you came from, they have someone that they could look up to. They know they could go a different path. Yeah. They know they just ain't in the streets.
I do know it's about relating to the person.
Yes.
We could all go in and talk to these kids, right? But yeah, I just literally said this yesterday. It'll go in one ear and out the other because Sean actually said this. Shout out to Sean Shin, Hill and Haven.
Hey, shouts out to Sean.
He literally said about us reaching them where they are at.
Of course.
And the only way you can reach them where they're at, you have to kind of be, from where they are from.
Exactly.
For you to understand what they're going through in that moment. So, yeah definitely that.
Yeah,
exactly.
And that's why I had to get on stage at Wolf Creek because I knew that's what 90% of the parents for the city were going to be. When you bringing out T.I., Troy, Dro, Yin Yang, they gonna be there.
Yeah.
And I had to meet them where they was at. And now I gotta go catch up with the kids tomorrow morning in the schools.
Let me ask this, man. But you doing everything. I call myself Mr. Everything. I don't give you that goddamn.
Travis got to get that title now, dog.
I'm gonna Mr. Some of this shit. What is it that you want to do that you haven't done yet?
Open up the One More Question Life Center. That's going to be 24. It's going to be like the Waffle House. It's never going to close. And then you're going to be able to come in and get a shower, clothing, food, therapy, workout, directions, instructions, prayer, meditation, just a quiet room.
Bro, that's beautiful, bro.
A real safe space.
Yeah. Yo, man, that's motivational. Yo, that, bro. I get hyped when I hear all that, man. You know what I'm saying, man? I get hyped, man, because that's so much of our people need that, man. From the clientele I work with to even the people I see, just out on the street. So much people, they just need that support.
Yeah.
And a lot of times when you falling on hard times, man, like people's self-esteem gets lowered because of the hard time, and sometimes they lose dignity. And they don't need no one in a suit and tie looking down on them. No. They need people that can care, that can have the heart, that can have the love that you have,
I've been
and to
there.
share it amongst them.
Once I told the kids about the suicidal episode right before turning myself in, I think that was the most transparent I could have ever been. Being who I am, what I stand for, and when they see me, to know that I had a moment where I almost took my life because of fear and just the not knowing. Like, I don't want to go to prison for life for murder. And being able to climb up out of that hole and to be standing on top of ground today on these platforms and stages with a whole new title, I got to share them when I was in the mud, because all they see now me in the suits, the ties, the fancy buildings, conversations on the news, but I really came up out the mud with this strength, with this confidence, with this message, with this mission, with my movement, with these partnerships. It just, I know it's gonna make the world a better place.
It is. It is.
It's
And
like a rebirth, huh?
Yeah.
I want to say the lotus flower only blooms in the muddiest, dirtiest of places.
Mm.
Something beautiful comes up out of the mud, out of that dirt. It's like the rose in the concrete, because all of those challenges made you greater, made you tougher, made you wiser, made you better. And now we're here, with a new Dr. Barber, the complete evolution, man. When when I hear your story, man, I think of redemption. And I just think of just how powerful that is, man. Like, God gave you a second chance and you took it and you slam dunked it like Shaq, man. You slam dunked that shit with everything you doing, man. I mean,
Man, it was embarrassing having to sit on that stand and that bench, watching my family watch me just be buried alive. And I couldn't do nothing about it. I couldn't cuss. I couldn't throw nothing. I couldn't tackle nobody. I couldn't punch nobody. I had to sit there and take it. And for them to see me now preparing a meal for 600 families on Father's Day, seeing me prepare 680 plates on Thanksgiving for families, and doing what I'm doing, man, don't nothing else matter, man. My folks are proud of me. I redeemed myself
of course,
not that I lost their respect, but I amplified their love and respect for me and for life and for confidence of believing in yourself, for faith.
of course, brother. The path that you on now, how has just faith in God, like, really, how has that helped you?
That's all I had, Wayne. I'm serving 20 years at 25 years old. Money gone, houses gone, wife gone, clothes gone, friends gone. It's just me in that cell with a bunkmate. I ain't got nothing else to believe in. I gotta try God now. Now I gotta pray for real. Cause I was sending money to church with my old lady and my mom. Hey, go get at the God. I'm gonna be at Mosley Park in the Chevelle.
Mm.
And to be in that place and to just have to break down and take off my little boxes, my tank top, and lay on that iron floor, butt naked, crying out, man, whatever you doing, get it over with. If I gotta stand up and live in here, man, you gotta take every step for me, because I don't understand it. You can take my life right now. And he's like, boy, I got something bigger for you.
I had to say amen after that.
Faith is all I got,
man. That's the power.
Even now, like, them folks turn me down. I gotta call up. I'm gonna run that program. I'm gonna run that route because I know my kids in this community, they love rapping.
Of course. Yeah, exactly.
And I can't
man.
wait on them to bring me the money to do it.
Dylan,
Yep.
yeah, are you able to bring up that clip showcasing Travis and Pastor Troy? But
you gave me a couple of clips. Mentorship program partnered with Atlanta Rapper
Yes.
Kick Kids Out of Gangs.
yes,
Yes, of course I'm able to bring up the clip. When?
Kids that are heading back to class
But,
are
man,
going to be
that's-
hopefully getting a message from parents because youth mentors have an assignment for parents to discuss with their children to help keep them from getting into trouble and keep them away from gangs.
If you listen closely, you might find a positive message in the beats of this music studio.
And I think everything has a rhythm in life.
Dr. Travis Barber started the One Mo Question Youth Mentorship Program to help keep students moving in the right beat, regardless of outside influences.
And I thought by me bringing them to a studio where so many people look at this as the promised land. And I partnered with no other than Pastor Troy, Slick Beats, No Fakes, No Cage Studios, to bring the kids to a place where they can put their issues, their traumas on tracks.
This school year, Dr. Barber is trying something different. He's teaming up with his old friend from high school, platinum recording artist and Atlanta-based rapper Pastor Troy, to offer free studio time to honor roll students to teach them conflict resolution and multimedia skills.
Man, I've been supporting my homeboy Travis. We went to high school together, grew up together, man. So when he got his life situated, man, and came home and wanted to start the youth mentorship, I was all in for it.
Barber transformed his own life and now uses it to help teach students the right tune.
Yes, my life experiences, I served 10 years in prison, and even on the inside, I had to settle issues between gang members as well as just regular civilians on the inside. And I brought that same skill set back to the streets to keep so many kids from going back inside.
Now, even if your students are not on the honor roll by the time that they get that first report card sent home, not to worry, you can still get paid studio time for your child and connect with the One Mo Question Youth Mentorship Program. All you have to do is head over to AtlantaNewsFirst.com and you can find all the information there shortly after our newscast, because that's when we will have that article up with all that information.
You ain't got to spin the
Kids
block.
that are heading-
You ain't got to shoot nobody. You ain't got to steal nothing. Just do your work. And we're going to put you in the studio. You're going to have a real family, a real band of brothers.
Hey, that's beautiful. That's beautiful, man. And that's bridging the gap and connecting with the kids where they're at, because, yeah, every kid in Atlanta wants to be a rapper. Even one time I wanted to be one.
You want to be a rapper?
Yeah, even one time I wanted to be one.
By the time the big organizations get you the grant money, get you the funding, the summer's over and 3 more kids done been killed. Come on, man.
Yeah.
That's why I need us to help us. I need us to fund us. I like the likes are cool, the shares are cool, but the donation would make this thing move.
There you go.
And when your kid is on Rice Street, or your kid's in that casket, or your kid is getting expelled, then you want Dr. Barber to put on his skates. You don't make a deposit, you can't make a withdrawal, and it ain't nothing personal. This just like the way of life, man. It is what it is.
Yeah.
Nothing that I do is free.
Yeah.
But love, and that costs me my time.
Yeah.
I can't get back. So you don't value my time, then hey, I can't value your situation.
There you go.
My mother didn't have nobody to call when I was going through it. She had to get on her knees and pray. But I'm here now. I'm the answer.
Yeah. Yeah. And that's true, because
How many men are doing wellness check roll calls at the county jail where so many lives are being lost without excuse, without reason or rhyme? Me. I'm making no connection to get these parents the information they need about their child's well-being and livelihood.
Yeah.
Come on, man.
Yeah.
We got to support what's real, what's really happening. And I ain't knocking on rappers, no music. I love it too. But we got to pour into another organization that's doing more than just got us bobbing our heads.
Yes. Yes.
I'm giving
Yes.
folks
Definitely.
jobs in different vocations, and it don't make no sense for my community not to pour their funds into onemorequestion.org. It don't make no sense, man.
Yo, we have to start. We have to start because at the end of the day, if we're not supporting organizations like you, one more question. Make sure y'all subscribe to the Vibe. One more question. Make sure y'all gather those donations.
One more question.
One more question. If we're not putting in any energy, any time into that, man, then we're just going to just keep dealing with the same issues, the same outcomes, the same, I mean, so much of our kids is getting shot. So much of our kids is getting involved with the wrong crowd. And like,
Hey, man.
I mean,
Life is life, man. And I deal with the youth, and I had a young lady call me with 5 kids, and they trying to put her out the hotel. Just got the funds to get the room. It said too many kids in the room, and I couldn't turn my head on that situation, man, because I don't understand it. And I got Union City police officer Stringer. He came up, man, and we got to resolve, man. And how many people got people they can call to handle a situation like that?
man, that's a rarity right there.
Come on,
Yeah,
man.
yeah,
So I
yeah.
ain't just turning my nose up saying I ain't doing this, I ain't doing that, but they got to keep my funds in position for me to fund our situations.
Yeah.
And it ain't about me, and it ain't about you, it's about others. And so when it do come around, you never know what you're gonna fall on. I never thought I'd need nobody to ask for some money. I ought to check the money that I had. Hey man, send me some money. I need to go to the store. Like, come on,
I feel
man.
that.
So I just look at life totally different now, and we got the resources in our community to take care of our community.
We do.
And I don't knock strip clubs, none of that. But bruh, make it rain on one more question.
Make it rain on one more question.
You feel me?
I feel that. I feel. Hey,
on,
make it
man.
rain. One more question, man. Hey.
Sons Day coming up too, so we're finna get ready to put that together.
Okay.
Sons that we're going fishing, and I love the fact that I see in so many other organizations going fishing. I love it. Not that I started anything, but
Yeah.
it's just that's my staple event. When I see other people doing it, that's the key, man. Get them away from these phones, social media, and
Yeah.
these environments, man, and just get in tune with nature.
I do think we need a lot more of getting these kids away from social media. Social media is the biggest influence of this generation.
It is.
Absolutely.
So the thing is, it's not well parented.
Oh yeah.
So we got kids 8, 9, 10 catching porn. Not even that.
Yeah.
It's just the smallest bit of sexual things are coming into the views of kids on social media.
Mm-hmm.
8, 9, 10, you see twerking turns into certain rap songs that has talks about certain content. That's already catching the kids. So we could tell a child whatever we could tell them. Then we go away because, especially as single parents, you have a hard time putting so much into kids because you got to go to work so much. Some of these parents got to work 2, maybe even 3 jobs.
Yeah.
So you're not even there. You're not even present. So now the phone becomes the parent. So now it's like you have to refocus that child. If they're getting this 80% of their day, and here comes a parent only giving 20%, what's going to be more influential?
Of course. Yeah.
And that's why I gotta hurry up and get the doors open to the One More Question Life Center, so they can send them to me right after school, and give me 2 hours as opposed to going home and jumping on that phone. We're gonna learn how to create a phone, a web.
Yeah.
So the answer is there. With just the timing, the finances, and just the timing. But it's gonna happen.
Yep.
It's gonna happen.
Hey, speaking of finances, man, I'm gonna be about it, brother.
Thank you, man.
Yes, brother.
Hey,
Yes.
I gotta get like
Yes.
the pastor. Where your time, Pastor?
I got a food stamp card.
I need that too.
I got
Yeah.
a
Real.
you know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Hey, man. but do you know how easily that you can bring a family to tears when you pull up at these extended stays with a 16-foot box trucks full of snacks,
Yes.
and you let them come out and
Yes.
get what they need to go back into their hotel room. And it's the small things, man, that these people don't understand that I do, that makes a big difference in these kids and adult lives that are going through hardships. And whatever, however they got that ain't got nothing to do with me.
Yeah.
But my thing is, if I can help you come up out of there, that's my job.
Yeah.
To focus on your future. And that's where we at, man.
You know-
Some of you just-
You know, I want to make sure everyone, make sure y'all subscribe to the Vibe of One More Question, man. One More Question is really doing some motivational things out here in the community, man. Y'all know this podcast, we're really big on the focus on the community and just elevating people in general, no matter what skin color. Brother, you know, okay. So, brother, we hear everything that you have did, things that you are doing now. You know, I want to definitely give you your flowers now. Congratulate you, man.
Yes.
You are an amazing being. You are an amazing God sent being, man. You have a true heart, a pure heart, bro. And I appreciate that, man. So but I want to get to you. I mean, with all the moving you did, and I know you said you was built for this. I get it. But with all the moving you do, you know, and with everything, you know, going on in your life, do you ever, you know, have time to address your mental, you know, your mental? Because I know with both me, you being in the same work, man, sometimes with me, you know, dealing with these families and all the problems, it could really affect me emotionally.
Yeah, I have my own therapist.
Okay.
Yeah, definitely. I definitely take care of my mental. And for me, like my grandkids, that's a whole nother. I'm just grand in, and that just takes me away from all the issues of the world. And then being dog breeder, dog lover, there'll be my places where I rejuvenate, power up, and get ready because it's a it's a vibe. It's a vibe, and it ain't when you going out trying to be a blessing. It really it's easy. It's hard going out trying to be a villain, trying to hurt people. That takes a whole lot more energy to be evil.
Yeah.
But to go out to be kind, to smile. Hey, how you doing? How can I help? Here I go. I got you. It's easy, man.
Hey.
Toting the gun all day, got the big old desert eagle with me. It's hard. I gotta keep up with it. Like, hey, man, what you doing, fool? Gotta check everybody. That's hard.
Yeah, man.
It's hard.
Man.
You gotta shake you up. Yeah, it's hard, man. It's easy. God has been truly good to me, man. For real.
Definitely. Brother, you said that you wanted to vent when you came on the show. And I was like, okay, yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And my vent,
Yeah,
I did. It's about the resources that I see my community spend on frivolous things, which are important to them, but the lives of these kids. Don't wait until it's your child's blood on the concrete to get concerned. Life gone life. But
I feel
man,
that.
be on the end where you can cut down that karma.
I need to vent about that too, because yo, I
That
feel
be
you.
your main vent.
Yeah. Yo, man, that be my main vent too, bro.
Hey,
Yo, man, me,
when
you be
Wayne's
shit.
call somebody out their name, I'm like, whoa. That's the man review, Wayne. Allow me to call people out their name. I need you to stay happy, brother.
Man,
It's a beautiful thing, man.
Yeah,
We
man.
be doing so much more, man.
Yeah.
And we did take a year off of buying Jordans and pour into our community, man. We can build our own gym. We ain't got to worry about the Omo part. We get us an acre and build our own gym.
Yes.
Like, we got to stop waiting on the government for everything, man.
And I want to say this to my people. Okay, yo, man, before I came to the podcast, man, I was talking to one of the young men I mentor. I was talking to him and his homies. And I talked to him today about delayed gratification. And that's a lesson that our people need, because I see the Africans do it. I see the Asians do it. I see white people do it, and their communities are flourishing. And delayed gratification, just for if anyone don't know, is making a sacrifice now and reaping the rewards in the end. And we could become so powerful if, just like you said, stop spending the money on the Jordans, stop spending the money on this and that, and use that money to either do a business for your child or business for yourself or entrepreneurship. Yo, Trapp, it's a 15-year-old boy who got an LLC that I mentor, bro. I mean, yo, that shit made me so happy.
But you gotta realize too, for me, why, I don't get angry at my people, because I know where they come from. I know what they was given at birth. I know what our ancestors were giving.
Yeah.
So until you get reconditioned and find out the truth about where you really come from, you're gonna continue to do what's being done around you. So I know what's going on, but I just continue to walk in this light so they can know and believe that I am who I say I am. That's what makes black people be faithful, believe in you. Like LeBron James, when he go down, they know 9 times out of 10 he gonna make that layup or that dunk, and they got faith in that. And when they see me walking how I'm walking for the last 3.5 years, oh, he ain't trapped no more. He for real. He ain't playing.
Yeah.
So and that is what sparks them to be willing to release their love and resources and time. So it's really we gotta love it up out of them.
We gotta love it out.
I would have been stopped. It was about them, what they ain't doing. It's bigger. What I'm doing is bigger than anybody ever can.
Yeah.
They couldn't pay me to do this.
Yeah.
I wouldn't even sign up for a job like this. So it ain't even about nothing they're giving or nothing that they're withholding from me. I'm on God's assignment.
I feel that, bro.
Yeah.
And yo, like, that's powerful, man. That's the power of love.
Absolutely.
Man, that is the ultimate power of love.
I've been there.
Yeah.
I've been there.
Man. But like, but and that's a lesson I'm still learning, as far as not getting triggered by that, because I go through my little own personal rant sometimes, but I always on the next day, I always get back to it. You know what I'm saying? Because it's about the consistency.
What's your pet peeve? What's a pet peeve of yours?
My pet peeve is when I don't see no growth in the individual. That be it. Now it was later told to me that hey, you may not see the growth at that time.
There you go.
You're there just to drop the seed, and maybe the seed might flourish, and maybe you're not. Either way, you tried.
Wayne, you're impatient.
Delayed gratification.
You're impatient, sir.
I've been patient.
Some people bamboo season.
Don't you think you're impatient? This man asked me, was I going to be at the studio on time?
I am impatient.
He told me I was too early.
No, and that's it. You got to understand.
Mm-hmm.
It's crazy. I just had this conversation with one of my supervisors, and I had to say, hey, we can't expect everybody to move how we move. Just because, let's just say you mentioned LeBron James. LeBron James was great early on. Some of the people, it took them a while to even become great. So everybody has a different learning curve. You know what I'm saying? So just like even as in manhood, I tell everybody I come across, that young man might not even find himself mentally to be a true man until after 35.
Of course. Yeah.
I was 45.
Really 45. We know this. But because of whatever they had to come through, whatever they had to get past, it's going to take them a while to get there. They got to get away from this. Sometimes you got to hit the ground first, for real.
Yes.
Well, you ain't got... This man telling his story. He had nobody else to turn to. How often we talk about being homeless and then we had to figure things out in our homeless situation?
Yeah. And that's something all three of us got in common. Oh, yeah.
I separated myself from everything, and I don't want to say anybody held me back. I will always say I held me back. But things changed for me when I had nobody around me and I had to focus on dialing. Period. Wasn't about smoking this, wasn't about going to the clubs, it wasn't about buying this. It was about getting my mind and my life together. And sometimes people got to go through that transition to get there.
Exactly. And you know, that transition, it definitely make a man out of you.
It will.
I mean, you know, I didn't get to this level, you know.
So that's your pet peeve, other people's timing.
Yeah, other people's time, and I'm impatient when it comes to dealing with patients. Bars.
You did want to be a rapper.
But
Cool.
yeah, but I'm getting better with that. You know, yeah, I'm getting better. Now, if the person is a kid, I have more patience, but a young adult, yeah, I do be expecting certain things sometimes. But I'm learning.
So I'm learning. But just give them what you want to receive. You come to the all black affair in green, and we're like, hey, man, Wayne, what's the all black affair, man?
Yeah.
So that ought to be your measuring point.
Yes.
Like, you know what? Okay, cool. Let me figure this out. Hey, how you doing?
Yeah.
So do them like we did you, brother.
I got you, brother.
You know what? Matter of fact, Mark Baker said that day, lead with grace.
Lead with grace.
That stuck in my mind because for whatever reason, grace had been in, you know, my head before then. And when he heard that, it was like almost an affirmation of the moment. So I'm recording, and then he said about what he had to dealing with his son and his daughter, and I'm teaching him how to lead with grace. That has stuck in my head since that day.
Okay.
Shout out to Mark Baker, man.
Hey, shouts out to Mark Baker.
Yes, my brother.
How does it feel working with these people in the political field, man?
Man, it's surreal, man. Henry County Sheriff, the major Cobb County, Clayton County Sheriff. Hey, man.
Amongst others.
Fulton County Judge, Assistant DA, the DA Fulton County. I just met the Assistant DA in Noonan, Georgia. Finna start something down there in Noonan, man. It's amazing, man. You know, and the confidence that I have because of what I know they need, and I know my asset.
Yes,
for real.
Yes,
and they need me. They need my knowledge. They need my lived experiences, and knowing that I can walk in any jail or prison and make everybody sit down and be quiet. Yeah, you know, like going back into Central State Prison, speaking to them men, man, that was a revival, man. Like we all was in that crime, man. I was like, I know what y'all going through, bro. Just don't give up. Don't put that sheet around your neck tonight, brother. There was probably somebody in that audience was about to say, I'm finna give up. And for me to come through there and shed so much light in them dark places, them dark thoughts, hey, man, I did my job on earth. For real. 20 years to go back in there and say, hey, I made it, man. You can too. That's major.
I want to go to another clip.
How many clips you got, Wayne?
I'll be officially Dr. Travis Henry Barber on tomorrow. I had to come back to my hometown, Lightning, Georgia, to say thank you to all the men in this community that did an excellent job with what they knew at that time to show us and teach us what being a man was about. I want to take this opportunity to show my brothers and sisters what life can be once life changes you, because I didn't change my life. My life changed me. I ain't have a say so. I didn't choose this, it chose me. And I thank God for giving me this opportunity. I thank God for giving me this assignment. I thank God for putting the strength in me to hold the weight of the world on my shoulders. I come back here to my community to let them see what life looks like after adversity, after depression, after the storms. Yeah, I took a real beating, but I kept getting up. And as you can see, all my accomplishments, I thank God for everything that's on this table. And I'm just getting started. I love y'all. Keep going. Keep your head up. Stay encouraged and know that you are not alone. I love y'all. One more question.
Man. And that's some motivational shit.
Man.
Hey, man.
Oh, man. And you know, man, I want to say like an old saying, man, that was said in the early 2000s. Probably even earlier.
Oh, that's a good thing, bro.
Yeah.
That's a good thing, man.
Hey, man.
You know everybody think you're a big old teddy bear.
For they, and that's what I want too. The judicial system think of something else, but yeah, man, I'm a big old teddy bear, man, for real. I don't want no,
Looking at that moment.
yeah, I don't want no
Just
problem.
what was it? 1 month ago, a month and a half ago,
Yeah,
brother.
man.
Because your steps keep coming, your elevation keep coming.
Yes.
Do you take time to look back and say, "Damn, my elevation." The quick hits, the constant moving. Do you take that time to smell your own, you know what I'm saying, smell the flowers for yourself? You speak it, but do you just look back at it?
It's about like my football career. I didn't know I had the many solo tackles and 21 sacks in 9 games until the end of the year because I'm so focused on Friday. I'm so focused on Saturday.
Game time.
And watching that clip, man, hearing them birds chirp in that community, I sold so much dope in that community, man.
You did your work, brother.
Yeah.
You did your work. You
Yeah,
did
man.
your job.
Yes. Yes, you did, bro.
Boy, evil. Evil, man. And to be able to go back and bring so much revitalization and hope and encouragement and resources to a place that I once tried to destroy, it's only right, man, that I do this shit for free. Boy, for them little kids to be hollering, trap, and I got the cap and gown on, man, and not in no prison uniform. Priceless.
It is.
Yeah.
Priceless. That's
Yeah.
why I be so eager to wake up to go do what I do. I was the same way when I was selling the dope. You know?
Yeah.
So, you know, man, it's a blessing for me to be able to sit here redeemed and forgiven and done forgave myself, regardless who don't like what about me. I love everything that I've been through, did, done, and going to do.
There you go.
And I
Yes.
stand on that for
Yes.
real. Yeah, man, that was beautiful. Wow.
Well, you got another one.
Gang, got another clip?
Man, no. He
Nah,
just get everybody
nah.
up in here, get emotional and
Yeah,
shit.
man.
I know.
You know what I'm saying?
I know.
Wayne has this way of getting it out of people.
Hey,
But this is the healing, though.
and then for me to get to prison, and I had to, God to play a slideshow of your life right before you, right when he's crushing you and breaking you, and you understand why and where you are and who these people are around you. I was in a strange land, man, for real. He was just showing me everything that I had touched and destroyed, everything that I had created and built. And it was like, it's ashes now, buddy.
Mm.
You know, all that means nothing to me. I want your soul. I want your spirit. I want your availability. And I had to surrender, man. And I had became a monster. I had lost my identity in the streets, trying to be a drug dealer. And here I am today, man.
Doctor.
For real.
Yeah.
Tell me, get out my face.
Man.
Yeah, man.
Man, I you know, like, man, just this episode, man. I believe like it's important for a lot of men who in the streets just to hear that, just to hear your story, man. What do you what advice you got to say for the men who's still in the streets?
For the men that's still in the streets, man, I think if your biggest fear is failure, you've already failed.
Mm. Wow.
That's the only thing any man doesn't want to be, and that's a failure. And that haunted me my entire life as an athlete, as a son, as a student, as I didn't want to fail. That shit embarrassing.
Yeah.
And especially when you're coming from a community that's failed. That shit'll haunt you. And it'll keep you from doing great things. It'll keep you from tapping into your greatest potential. It'll keep you from hearing and seeing your true talent and value on earth. Fear.
You talking?
Fear.
Yeah.
Yo, for all the brothers in the street, man. I know y'all heard the old quote, you can't sell dope forever.
Hey man, they need to watch CSI. These folks know everything, man. They know how many phones in your house. They know where you at, where the phone at.
Yeah.
But I don't
You
understand.
share your location.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
But so this is my thing with that. They know where every phone is that they've sold. How in the hell they got all these phones in these jails and prisons?
Boy.
They put them there.
On purpose.
They put that so they can hear the conversation.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
Come on,
Talk to them,
But
man.
to 'em
I
real
follow that
fast.
Thor case, man. Them folk sending them phones in there, man. They sending the phones in there for evidence on the case to convict and incriminate.
Man.
And we going live on Instagram.
Yeah. Right in the jail cell.
Right in the jail. So.
Right in the jail cell. Disclosing all
But
the
I ain't
information.
got nothing to lose. I'm serving a life sentence. I'm serving what I care. I'm finna talk to my folks. I'm finna call my child every morning for school. They're finna call and see what he's doing in his games. I don't care nothing about that. For real.
Man. So Travis, man.
Dr. Barber.
Yeah, you got that.
So,
Yeah, thank you.
Dr. Barber.
Yes, sir.
Dr. Barber.
Dr. Trapp.
What do you see yourself? I mean, I'm about to ask you, what do you see yourself in the future, man? If you ask me,
Man.
you have already manifested majority of that. I mean, you know.
Wait, that's one thing. I just see myself doing good in the future. Cause I could have never imagined I would be Dr. Barber. That I would be leading leadership conference on reform with the Fulton and DeKalb County judicial system, where the judges and the DAs are looking to me for answers about prison reform. I would have never thought I'd be at Grady Memorial Hospital up on the 6th floor, 7th floor in the boardroom talking business. I never thought I'd be at 10 KIPP charter schools being the head youth crisis consultant. I never thought that my name would be on the program mentoring the youth in these middle schools, leading a book club at Usher Collier. I never seen this coming, but I just knew that I'll be dealing with the kids, man.
Yeah.
They pure, they honest, no envy, no larceny, no hate, no jealousy. They kids.
Yeah. Yeah. It's the same feeling I feel when I talk to them.
It's just it. They're
Yeah.
like dogs. I like you, I know. I'm gonna bite you. It is what it is. Okay, you know that dog don't like you. Don't go over there. It is what it is. But with these adults, oh man,
It's something different with the adults, man.
hey man,
I
bite
feel
you,
you with
bite you around. He stand there. He think he the shit. Think he all that. Man, hey buddy. It is what it is, man.
Man, I see. Yo, so I want to go ahead and conclude this episode, man. Just with some thoughts, man. The man behind the trap. No longer of the trap, but a doctor. A man that has elevated from ground zero to the top floor A man that has a heart full of compassion, love, unity, energy, and kindness. This is what a true alpha male is, if you ask me. A man that spreads love to the community, that helps raise these kids, that gives them guidance. A man that is a warrior. A man that is a pastor. A man that has a connection with God, and that is one of God's soldiers. That is Dr. Barber, an amazing man that's out here motivating, elevating, and facilitating love into all of us, that is giving his will, and that's changing the lives of so many. And that's the motivation for today. Hey, let's get it.
Whoa,
Whoa.
We got to tell everybody where to get in contact with
Yes.
Look,
Yes.
He just said, I need the donations.
He said he need to donate.
Come
man,
on,
I'm
brother,
tripping.
you
I'm
about
tripping.
to block the money.
No, I wasn't.
I'm watching you.
No, I wasn't.
I'm watching you. I'm watching.
Yeah, Wayne.
Okay. Hey, man, my bad. Make sure y'all subscribe to the Vibe. One more question. Donate. Your money is going to the causes to help these kids, to help further them. This is the man, this is the organization that you need to help shine light to those kids.
One more question.org.
One more question.org.
If you don't want to donate, go buy my book. It's on Amazon. Behind the Trapp with 2 P's.
Hey.
The documentary will be on Amazon Prime within the next 2 weeks. We get doing all the specs now, so you'll be able to watch that again.
Hey, y'all definitely want to tap in.
I want to say real fast, man. Just thank you for being a brother.
Thank
you for being a brother. I think me and Wayne have a debt of gratitude to give to you.
Yes.
You have been very beneficial to everything with Yale Radiocast, Yale Entertainment, Lightworker Wayne and his brand, and we appreciate it because you didn't have to say, "Hey, man, take this ball on my alley-oop it." It's on you to dunk it. We appreciate you for that, bro.
Definitely.
Sure.
Definitely.
Now, Wayne, spill.
Yeah. Okay.
My sponsors: Impact.org,
Impact.org,
BlackGenius.org,
Black Genius.
Shout out to Black Genius.
Yo, shout out to Black Genius, man. Y'all want to definitely tap in with Black Genius. If you have a kid that wants to tap in and learn programming, Black Genius is offering that. Y'all definitely want to tap into impact.org. And don't forget one more question. We need those, Trapp need those donations
for real,
for he can continue elevating our people.
Okay.
So y'all want to subscribe to the Vibe, man. Hey, that's it. Let's get it.
Hey.